We should be live. We are live. Count them. What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. Count the boxes. Also, look at Craig Lilly's request. Oh, we just got a Jay Linder with the renewal. 18 months. Dang. Yeah, see? So we got 1, 2, let me see. Let me put this down. 1, 2, 3. Oh, bye, Jason. 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes. And I did have Jason too. So I was holding 7 boxes and holding Jason. So my streak continues. My streak continues. What's up, Demon Mitt? All right, who was first today? Let me see. And actually, I want to go on for a bit before I mention something, but all right, first we had Craig Lilly. What's up, Craig? We got R-Flat in the house. Who else? We got Shauner, who has said there's plenty of decent deals today, but he's looking for some RAM and SSDs. How much cheaper could RAM and SSDs have gotten? Maybe on the higher end stuff, which is stuff that I don't typically focus on, but for like the kind of like the bang for buck mid-tier stuff, I feel like you can only get so cheap, but we'll take a look in a bit later. I have not bought anything yesterday or today yet, so hopefully I can get some good deals today. I could always use more RAM and SSDs. That's like the biggest, easiest, like when upgrading other people's systems. And I think they're at a point where I wouldn't really risk losing money holding onto it for a while. We got Scooter, who asked me what I bought, and I just answered I did not buy anything yet. We got Staying 2007 in the house. What's up? Kale 130. Consume the Kids. Who else? Got Mod Kevin Go in the house. Which, by the way, at the end of stream, me, Jason, Kevin, and Casey from Land Party Stories, we're going to be playing Payday 3 over on Casey's Twitch channel. So hopefully you guys stay and tune in for that after the fact. What's up, Extreme Zone 987, H3456, Nevermind, Terrence Tomes, Mushy. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody as I'm scrolling down the chat real quick. Yeah, so here's Craig's ask. Day one of asking Danny to hold Jason Whitmer at the start of stream, which I did, technically, so that counts. What's up, Justin Alexander, who says morning? That must mean, where would it be morning right now? Let's see. I don't think, what time? The UK, it wouldn't be morning in UK, right? Wouldn't it be, let's see. Oh, it's 1 a.m. in UK, yeah, so I'm thinking you're a little bit further east than that. Demon Mitt just bought everything to build a PC for a custom order today. Completely didn't know it was Prime Day till after you ordered the parts. Yeah, it's weird. Like, my Amazon app on my phone, when I click it, it has like the little the banner thing going on. But I feel like this big, what do they call it right now? Prime Big Day deals. Because the real Prime Day is in like July, right? But this Prime Big Day deals thing is their like second Prime Day. And let me see, when I open the app. Yeah, see, I don't know. Even when seeing, so if you look at the phone, I gotta turn down the brightness. So yeah, if you click on the Amazon app, it does this thing and it has this little banner. I feel like that doesn't really tell me like this is a pretty big deal going on. I don't know. I guess it just doesn't feel as big as the real Prime Days, but they hyped it but didn't do much. You mean like they actually did hype it and did a lot of promotions, but then they didn't deliver with a lot of deals? Is that what you mean? I need a serious cool for my 3700K. My H100i just doesn't seem to keep it cool. What's your definition of cool? Like, what are your peak temps in your main uses? I feel like, are you doing like multi-core 100% workloads on it or something? Because that's the only situation where I would think that the H100i would have issues keeping it cool. If you're just gaming, usually the CPU doesn't run that hot in majority of games. So Black Friday might be bigger. I thought, wasn't it a thing where these companies were trying to not, we're trying to like alleviate Black Friday and the rush on Black Friday, so that they're trying to have like pre-holiday sales and stuff like that? Isn't that the point of doing these Fantastic and big Prime Day deals? Mendez says, I don't miss much about Washington, but I do miss living in the same states as Amazon, lol. It is nice living in the same state as Amazon. I wonder if, I would imagine we have the best Prime shipping speeds, but I mean, I can't say that for certain. The other major cities like New York and California, or the major states and cities like around LA area and I guess New York, I would imagine they would have pretty fast, if not equal, Prime shipping speeds. But $78 just gaming hit 89 in Centimeters, which I know is unrealistic, but man, I hated seeing it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is on the warmer side. On the gaming side too, wait, the H100i, is that the 241? H100i, is that a, yeah, that's a 240 millimeter. Yeah, if you go, I would probably, if you could fit a 360, just go for one of those. If temperature is like a really big deal for you. 79, I mean, that's not, you're not even close to throttling, but it is on the warmer side for sure. Or yeah, you can undervolt it. That was a suggestion by Eric right there. Okay, so a couple of things since last week. Remember last week we were checking out the wireless mic that Fulame sent me. Well, I'm not sure if you knew. You're probably thrown off because I sound sick right now. I'm pretty congested, but I am using the wireless mic right now. I am not using my main NZXT mic. You see how the red ring is on? Sound's not going through the NZXT mic right now. It's going through this mic. So I'm not sure if oh, sorry. I shouldn't tap it like that. I'm not sure if the sound sounds a lot better than last week because let me show you real quick. So I got my Droid Cam set up here because I'm going to be showing some stuff on here right now. Soon, not right now, but let me show you that I am hooked up. So last week when we tested this mic, we used the auxiliary cable, which is right there, when I plugged when I plugged the receiver into the computer. So maybe I should have read the instructions. Remember when I said who needs the instructions last week? This is a data cable that will also connect to the receiver, to the computer. So that's how I'm connecting it now, not via aux like last week. So I'm not sure if on your guys' end, it sounds much better. I'll say hello to everybody. There's you guys. But yeah, that's the mic I'm using right now. So how does it sound? I remember last time it sounded like your normal voice was peeking out capability. It doesn't seem like be doing that anymore. Okay, so that might be the main thing. Having to have it connected via USB-C, which doesn't solve my DSLR issues because my DSLR doesn't have a USB-C port to transmit sound. I still have to connect via aux or the 3.5 millimeter cable. So I'll have to figure that out. But for streams, if I could do this, that means I could walk even way back here, and hopefully the sound quality, we didn't do a distance test last time, but is the sound quality the same when I'm back here as to when I'm up here? If it's the same, then I think I'll be using a wireless mic moving forward, just so that it's more consistent when I get up and move around and things like that. Jason Whitmer says, I actually just read the manual on my Hollyland Labs and realized some bad stuff or bad sound stuff was just because I didn't know what buttons to push. Yeah, so read the effing manual. Yeah, it's funny because a lot of us have been like tinkering and doing, or just like been enthusiasts in tech for so long that we get this like confidence where it's like, who wants to read the manual on anything? But this is a prime example. So I'm going to use this for the rest of stream, unless anyone else says otherwise in terms of like bad sound quality. I think there is a big difference though. I'm going to switch to the NZXT real fast, just to give you a sound difference, because unless you hear them side by side, you probably wouldn't have known. But so right now I'm still on the wireless, but I'm going to switch right now. All right, and now I'm on the NZXT Capsule. Now, could you hear a pretty big sound difference between the two? And if so, which one would you say sounds better? I'm guessing the NZXT Capsule, but for the wireless mic, I don't expect it to be the exact same as a wired mic, especially one that's like this. NZXT has more clarity and this one's louder. Now that you switch to the NZXT, oh yeah, it does exactly what I did. Yeah, so NZXT sounds better, but the goal wasn't to have the wireless mic sound better than NZXT. It was so it could sound good enough to use. Also, I'm not sure if you guys saw this week's video. I was supposed to release it on the weekend, but I had to wait for a sponsor approval. But that whole video, I used my old wireless setup, and I had to trash all the audio because it was getting so much static noise that I had to use GoPro footage audio the entire video. So that's why I'm looking into a different wireless solution. So NZXT sounds better, but it's not like it's night and day. Awesome. Okay, so we'll switch back. All right, yeah, so we'll just go wireless. But also I want to do a range test. So let me go back here real quick. Also this cable. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Okay, we're gonna see if the sound stays consistent. Okay, so I'm gonna keep walking backwards because this is for when I do want to do other things like, I don't know, building stuff on stream and things like that. So I'm just gonna keep walking back. Let me know at what point, so I'm at the long tables back here now. Let me know at what point the sound quality, or if there's any static at all, or if it just sounds the same clarity throughout. I'm basically reaching, all right, at this point, I'm touching the back wall. I am touching the back wall of the basement. So how was that the entire time? Now I'm just gonna keep talking as I walk up closer to the camera just to see if there's any inconsistencies with the sound quality. Back wall is the limit? Okay. It dies out at the back wall. Okay, good to know. I don't think I'll ever get to that point. But as long as it reached at least like 15 feet, I think that's usable. Everything up to the door is perfect. Okay, perfect. Thank you for helping me test this. All right, so let me see. Whoops, I plugged this in the wrong way. Give me 1 second. Put my camera on. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're gonna be looking at deals today, but first order of business, we gotta check out the deal I got last week when it wasn't Prime Day. Let me gear and turn on the Droid Cam. All right, so remember last week, let me move this up too. Last week, I bought this keyboard live on stream. Let me pull up the page for it. I wonder if the price or the coupon deal went away. But let me take a look. I bought this for $15 plus tax. Oh, they still have a 15% coupon going on right now. Nice. So $15 keyboard. Or it was 15 when I bought it. So yeah, so it was this right here. So you buy, let's see, 15 on 18, so it's, or on $19. So that's what, 190, so it's 2 something. Okay, so this is like 17-ish dollars, but still, let's see what this keyboard is all about, because I'm actually very curious. I don't think I've ever bought a mechanical keyboard this cheap. My lower limit was like $25. I've never bought one that much lower than 20, let alone 15 before tax. So this is a 60% keyboard, which is not my favorite form factor, just because I like my numpad. And I like the extra keys and stuff like that. So we'll see though, because I'm very curious. Quality control pass right there, QC pass. At least it has arrow keys, you're right. At least this does have arrow keys. But let's take a look at how. Ooh, this is very clicky. I mean, I don't know if this is gonna say what types of keys it has. Oh man, this thing is so blue. Oh man, okay, let me plug this in instead of my own keyboard. I think this is USB, yeah, it's USB-C, so this should work. Oh, there it is, okay. All right, let's, in terms of, let me unplug it real quick. So in terms of footprint compared to my actual keyboard, it's basically one less row of keys on the top, and then about, let me get this lined up on the side, about almost 2.5 to 3 keys shorter on the right side. So yeah, this thing is very tiny. I feel like mine is pretty compact compared to a full-size 104 keyboard, but all right, can you guys hear this through the mic? I think it's picking it up well. Okay, it's very clickety clackety. Let's do a typing test with it, just for funsies. Okay, so we're gonna go. Okay, so monkey type. Okay, let's see. Let's do a 30-second test. Oh no. Oh, okay. Let me restart that. Oh, there's no F5. I gotta do a function F5. Okay. No. Every time I hit a snag in typing, I'm not sure if you noticed that. Like, there were points where I was like slowing down, but once I could get in a rhythm, I could like go for a while. But anytime I hit a snag, it just throws me off course. But 123, 98% accuracy. I mean, assuming this is like, wait, is this a fake RGB keyboard? I'm just realizing this now. Switches sound scratchy, but not bad for, I mean, for $15, I think getting any kind of mechanical switches is like already kind of godsend. But okay, let me see this. Let me bring back the Droid Cam. I'm just noticing now, their RGB is the fixed RGB lighting. Let me remove some of these keycaps. Does this thing even come with the keycap puller? I wonder if it does. It does. So it comes with a USB-C cable, which is always useful. Can't have enough, with everything being USB-C now. And then here's a keycap puller. So let's take a look at some of these. It's not ARGB. Yeah, I know it's hard to complain for $15. Let me see these. Oh, I need to put it in the same order because I'm bad and can't remember. Yeah, so let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any button that clearly says, here, I think I can zoom in by doing this with my phone. Oh, that's so grainy. And shaky, sorry about that. Let me read the instruction manual just because, right? Always read the manual before you assume, as we just learned recently. Okay. Lighting. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is fixed lighting. Is not addressable, which is fine. Backlight speed. Only for dynamic backlight can change 9 times. Backlight speed. So it looks like I can change the brightness of the keyboard, but it doesn't look like there's, oh wait, so there's only 2 lighting modes. Wait, this thing was blinking white though. This is blinking white. I don't know. Because that can change to white and the rainbow. So it makes me feel like it should be able to. Oh, yes! It is addressable! Oh my goodness! Heck yeah! Though, this is weird. Why not? Okay, each of the lights can change individually, as you can see. But why do they not have any pre-programmed rainbow unicorn puke? Let me see if I can figure that out. Yo, this is, I mean, I think this is already pretty good, because if you only care about solid colors, this is pretty awesome. It's just in the instructions? Yeah, let me see. So, I mean, I found what I think, actually, sometimes with these, you gotta like hold, okay, let me see. Yeah, see how that one is changing, so. All right, let's look at the feature list. What does it say? Backlight RGB, okay. Nothing on here. These instructions are not the most fun to read. It is very small text, like way smaller than I usually see. Switch backlight mode, 18 kinds. Function tab. Come on, there it is. We got it. Function tab, wow. All right, we got addressable RGB. We did it. Yeah, so how much was this thing again? I think I took a picture of it last week, so let me see if I can find that, my invoice. Nope, that's not it. Let me go to my orders on Amazon. This thing was $16.56 out the door for me. So, all right, pretty cool. I mean, right now it's still like 17 bucks before tax. I'm not saying that you should go and buy it, but I am pretty pleasantly surprised. Okay, let me see what kind of switches these are. Oh man, this is really hard to see. I need a flashlight. Where's my flashlight at? Trying to look at the switches. B Sun switches. It says B Sun Blue. I'm not sure, you guys probably can't see it because this, actually you might be able to. It says B Sun. Wow, this phone camera is actually able to get pretty good macro shots. I think the lighting is what's difficult. Yeah, but B Sun Blue switches, whatever those are. Just some cherry clone generics. Link? Oh, I think did I not save the link earlier when I posted it? $15. Let me pin it. Pin to the message. Also, I should probably put this in the description. Whoops, I gotta plug my keyboard back in. Pretty cool. This is just now a spare keyboard. I might bring this up to the living room to use for our HTPC there, or just have it on hand for people to use at LAN or something. Or maybe even give it away with like a potential future PC giveaway and stuff, or something like that. So yeah, we'll put that to the side. Okay, enough of the Droid Cam. Let's start looking at some deals. After I do the description real fast. Okay. Hey, what's up, Citrus? Yeah, for sure. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Woo deals with the 15-month continual membership support. I appreciate it. And don't forget, Citrus is one of the super donors who has gifted many memberships in the past. So always super appreciative of that. What the heck you have to pay? Yeah, I don't know what. So, Pika, I feel the same as you. I'm a brown switch guy. Even though Glarses hates brown switches for whatever reason. I like brown because it's not as clicky, but it still feels like, it's like a muffled, or you put a suppressor on like a blue keyboard, and that's what browns are, and that's what I like about them. But yeah, the blues for whatever reason are always the cheapest from any of the keyboards I've ever looked at. I can never get into using reds for whatever reason. The full linears, I don't know why. I mean, I could use them, but I would never choose to use them on purpose. Like, if I didn't have any keyboards, I had a red switch keyboard, of course I could use it, but... Banana split switches are your current... Dude, I don't... There's so many switches, like... Let me see what this thing is. Oh, look. This is where the wireless mic comes in handy, because I could still talk when I got up away from the computer. So I don't even know what switches these are that I got from LTX. Does anyone know just by looking at these? So this is from AK, apparently. I don't know... Oh my goodness. Why is this so bright? Why so bright? Turn down brightness. Anyone heard of this brand before, or this company? Because I know nothing about them. But, like, I don't even know what kind of... Let me see. These are so cute. Let me bring back the Droid Cam. Droid Cam is very useful for getting these nice detailed shots. If it could, come on, get the zoom. Oh my goodness. And you guys see my crusty fingertips and slightly overgrown fingernails. Oh, these are quiet. Here, this is what these switches sound like. I'll put them right next to the mic for you to hear. Yeah, these are pretty quiet. When you get into mechs, you want blues, then you get sick of hearing them. That is a true story. My first keyboard was a blue, and I actually used that keyboard. My first keyboard was I think I got it in 2012, if I remember correctly. The Razer Black Widow. And I used that thing up until 2016 when I learned about, I think when I started reviewing keyboards in the earlier stages of the channel, that's when I started using other keyboards, aside moving away from my Razer Black Widow. Like the Red Dragon and all the other ones I started buying and reviewing. But yeah, I think most people, they like the clickety-clackety of it if they've never experienced mechanicals before. But they are loud, and they do get a little annoying. Craig Lilly's got Gateron G Pro 2.0 Browns. I feel like there's just way too many switches out there. I can't even say for sure, like, if I have a preference between different brands. I mean, I think I like the brown equivalents of most companies, but yeah. I'm also not a super picky guy when it comes to keyboard. I'm pretty simple. My Velocifier keyboard, oh man. I don't even know if I have that anymore, if I gave that keyboard away. I need to look for it. Because that Velocifier keyboard, man, that was my main keyboard for a while. All right, let's start looking at these deals, like as I promised, because we do have a pretty strict timeline. I gotta stop right around 2 hours, and then we'll go over to Casey's channel. So in terms of what I'm looking for, processors. Oh, there's combos. I'm getting ready to build a system. And it's gonna be all new parts. So I already have the case and cooler because I'm working with Deep Cool on this. So they already sent those over. So pretty much everything else in a system, aside from the case and cooler, if there's a good deal, I'd be willing to pick up. I already picked up some parts, but if I can get better deals on this to use for the video, then I'll do that instead. But looking at, so for those of you who didn't know, we got big Prime deal days going on, as well as if you go to Newegg's front splash page, they have FANTASTECH sale too. So pretty much they are trying to compete with Amazon. Every time Amazon has sales, like a big sale days or sale week, they're trying to do the same thing too. But yeah, so CPU, motherboard, RAM, SSD, and power supply. And graphics card I already have handled. I'm going to be using the new AMD cards. So, in terms of SSDs, I feel like, and tell me what you guys think about this. Right now, if you're building a new system and you have $1,000, it's really easy to fit in a 2 terabyte SSD. I don't want to say it should almost be a requirement to use it, because 1 terabyte is still pretty good. But come on, let's take a look at SSD prices right now. Actually, does Amazon have a category for that? PCs and gaming. So let's see if they have computers and accessories. Computer components from, man, the way that they separate this, okay. Like, I just want to look at all SSDs. I don't want to look at I know I don't want to look at Samsung SSDs because they're going to be pretty pricey compared to the other brands. So let's take a look at these two categories. Up to 50% off drives and memory from Western Digital and SanDisk. So let's take a look at these. Okay, SanDisk. It's like 2 terabyte Western Digital SN770. That's on sale right now. What the heck? What did Citrus just do? Citrus just gifted 50 Nerd on a Budget memberships. Thank you, Citrus, for the gifted memberships. If y'all got one and you're in the stream, please say thank you to Citrus with the membership bomb. This is going to go on for a while now. Kale 130, you're green again. 50 gifted memberships. Thank you, Citrus. I appreciate it. I need to drink water because my throat is getting so dry and scratchy. Ugh. Yo, does anyone know the COVID quarantine period nowadays. Let's take a look at this before we get back to the deals. COVID quarantine period. Stay home for 5 days. After that, continue to wear a mask around others for 5 more days. If you can't quarantine, you must wear a mask for 10 days. 5 days? Okay. I tested positive on Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're on day 4 right now. But I still have symptoms. That's the thing. I still have congestion, runny nose. I had a fever last night, but we'll see. Consume the Kids' girlfriend has had COVID a week and still not feeling better. Or not feeling the best, but she is better, yeah. So Melissa got it last Wednesdays when she tested positive. Actually, like the morning of last week's stream. And she's feeling better than me right now. She seems to be getting back in the groove of things. I feel like I'm like right in the middle of it, so hopefully it goes away sooner rather than later. I've been eating a lot of soup, drinking a lot of orange juice, getting a ton of sleep. So yeah. Did I lose my flavor? So I thought I had my taste buds and I wasn't gonna lose them until this morning when I ate breakfast. It was like 80% of my taste buds were gone. I could still taste faintness of stuff, but it definitely wasn't the same as before. So this is my first time ever experiencing something like that, and it's a little wild. I almost told myself, like, man, I should just eat all the foods that I hate because I can't taste anything right now. Should we just wait till Black Friday, Danny? I don't think so. And we'll run the first poll of the stream right now. Poll. All right. So the reason I say I don't think you should wait till Black Friday is because when's Black Friday? That's about a month and a half away, right? Maybe a month and a week or two. Yeah, about a month and a half. I don't think there's gonna be that many major deals, and if there are any deals compared to what's going on right now, I don't think the savings are gonna be that much bigger. Maybe you'll save like $5 or $10 here and there, but at the end of the day, is saving 20 to 30 bucks over the cost of the entire PC, is it worth it to you versus having your PC basically next week? It all depends on how much you value having your computer a month and a half in advance. Now, we can only go on based off what we know of previous Black Fridays, but what I can say personally is it's rare that I've seen a Black Friday where I thought, wow, these are amazing deals across the board for all components. Especially if you're pretty selective, maybe the budget parts take a pretty big sale, like maybe i3s. I can't really say anything about Ryzen 3s because there's not much to pick from there. But maybe the Ryzen 5s and i5s and stuff like that. But like graphics cards, I've never seen major sales on things like graphics cards. There might be a slight sale here or there for cases. SSDs and RAM, I mean, we've had such good prices. Anytime we see a discount now, it's only in like the few dollars or up to like 5 to 10 bucks. Like I just bought some Team Group RAM last week. Today, that same RAM is like $4 cheaper. And this is supposed to be like a big Prime Day sales and stuff, right? So it depends. You might be able to save anywhere from 20, 30, maybe up to 50 bucks waiting till Black Friday. But would you rather pay 50 bucks more and have your PC right now? The only time there's impressive deals is very specific parts. Exactly. That's what I've seen in the previous years when it comes to Black Friday deals. Now, I think my answer would be different if it was like November 15th or something right now. If we were only 1 week away from Black Friday, I would say, yeah, maybe hold off. Because you're gonna have to wait for your parts to come in anyways. But, I mean, you could, when is Black Friday this year? Black Friday 2023. Black Friday this year is November 24th. That's 1 month and 13 days from now. Yeah, so that's about a month and 2 weeks. I would say if you wanted to buy something now, just go for it now. You bought a 1650 brand new from Amazon yesterday for 50 bucks. That's actually a really good price. 1650 brand new. Is that deal still going on today? Going back to the RAM things, I don't like how, I'm not going to look through Amazon's categories because I don't like how they're grouping it by like, oh, SanDisk and Western Digital. Like, just, how do they not just have, let me see if I can just find SSD deals without having to search for it. Like, do they just have a grouping of PC SSD deals? I might just have to look up SSDs. Actually, they might have a filter for it. Because I know some of the other companies get priority, like Samsung and stuff like that. And that's not the best bang for buck. SSD, let's just look for NVMe SSDs. Because why would you get SATA nowadays if you have a somewhat modern system? All right, Prime Day deals, big day deals. Here we go. They do have a thing that you can just click on. The Prime Big Deals right here on the left if you are also following along. Okay, 2 terabyte, when did I say 2 terabytes and up? But we got $200. Man, the 4 terabytes do not scale well. We got 2 terabyte drives going for like 70 bucks right now. And they got $15, 256 gigabyte Gen 3 drives. Okay. Let's do 1 terabyte to 2 terabyte. 2 terabyte and up. Can I not check mark 2 things? Oh, I can. Okay. So why is it that when I say 2 terabytes and up and 1 to 1.9 terabytes, Amazon still gives me 64 gigabyte 2242 SSDs? Stephen Kwan, if you want to share the link, oh crap, I need to update the Discord invite link. Discord invite link is in the description and I have just updated it now. But there's a stream submissions channel there. Actually, let me go to it. I don't even have Discord open right now. Let me take this off for a second. Let me log into Discord. And we are in. Okay. So, on the Nerd Budget Discord, there is a stream submissions channel down on the side here. Stream submissions. There's a lightning deal, so this is what Jason got. It was a what? Man, this is such a good price. It's a 2-fan model too. Yeah, 1650. There's gonna always be good use cases for it, especially for putting into older machines or machines with like pretty crappy unupgradable power supplies, or just for, you know, quickly testing your test bench, and you need something that you can slap in real fast. Nice. What is the price now? The price now, dang, it went back up. God, that's such a bad price. All right, I'll take a look at this real in a second. Just let me take a look at some of these SSDs real quick. Yeah, I know. Oh my goodness. What's the point of having a filter though if Amazon can pull this bull crap? Yeah, they not only do they have all the different models under here, they also have all the different, or not the different models, they have the different capacities and the combinations of the different models too and form factors, which is so annoying. So we know none of these are actually it, but Wow, what the heck? $50 for a 256 gigabyte NVMe? What are they smoking? All right, so what's up with these prices? I know these are not all these must not be including all the listings that aren't deals. Because look at this. I know there are plenty of 1 terabyte drives for anywhere from $40 to $50. And they're only giving me a limited number of this. So what is the point of these Prime Big Day Deals filters if it's going to suck? Danny, do I ever look at Slick Deals? Heck yeah, I look at Slick Deals. That's like one of the websites that I look at the most. Yeah, maybe we should just go to Slick Deals because they're going to do all the work for us and find all the good deals. I just wanted to kind of browse. But Amazon is making it horrible. Like, what is this? I already sorted it, and they're still showing me stuff out of sequence when it comes to pricing. The filter probably has an or relation instead of and. Ugh, yeah, that sucks. All right, we'll go to our... Yeah, so when it comes to Slick Deals, I've been using Slick Deals for, like, since, I think, 2009 or 10 or something. Slick Deals is one of the best places to, you know, if you are a deal hunter, because this is a community of deal hunters that is community based. Like, people find deals and post them here, which is kind of like it's like a double-edged sword, right? It's good because you will be able to find deals, but some deals are so good that when it hits this page, all the deal hunters, they buy it out so fast that it sells out, or they ruin the deal sometimes. So it is what it is. But Slick Deals is nice because they have categories, and we can go to PC parts, computers, and they will have a storage. Computer parts, hard drives, solid state drives. So the bet 4 terabytes for 156, the MP34. Okay, that's a pretty... Do I have my add-on here? Oh, this is from Newegg. Lowest price in 30 days at least. So at $150, what is that? That's like $42, $42.50 per terabyte. Except it's lumped in at 4 terabytes, which isn't always the case. When you start getting this big, you don't get the same scaling as the 1 terabyte per how many dollars. Okay, what do we got? We got 4 terabyte T-Force Vulcan Z. This is a SATA-based 2.5-inch drive for $138. I mean, at this point, this is actually pretty useful for people who test a lot of different computers. Just because if you have to, like for me, I often play with older components. Like if I play with older Optiplexes or just, you know, non-NV or non-M.2 based systems, whenever I plug in my benchmarking hard drive and stuff like that, it's really nice to be able to not have to reinstall Windows in all the games. And sometimes that's not possible when I use a drive like this. But using a drive like this, you could plug it into a computer from the last, I don't know, 20 years ago, 2003. 2003 might be a little old, but from the last 15 years, you can still plug this into and still get it to work. Let's see, 2 terabytes for $93. This is Micro Center in-store only. Boo. 1 terabyte SK Hynix Platinum. This seems a little pricey. I know it's like a more premium drive, but actually, let me end the poll. Wow, we have a 50-50 regarding the poll, by the way. People say, do you think you should wait for Black Friday or buy right now? It's almost 50-50. It was 49-51 that people said to wait versus to buy now. So with regards to my thing is, I would say buy right now. Unless you are super strapped for cash and every $10, $20, $30 is, you know, matters to you. I'm just going to scroll down and keep looking at these. 4 terabyte HP FX900. So around 2, we're looking at, wow. See, looking at these other 4 terabyte deals, it makes this Team Group MP34, which is a budget drive. I'm pretty sure the MP33 and 34 don't have DRAM. But, I mean, the 4 terabytes. That's still a pretty cheap price. Samsung 990. Okay. So I have a question for you guys. So let's take a look at some top selling Amazon. So we got the Crucial P3. This is a good example. $43 for 1 terabyte. Actually, no, the MP33 1 terabyte. Okay, where's the Samsung? Okay, versus the 980. And this is I can't, how do I mute this thing? Oh, I can mute it via OBS. Okay, what's the speed on the 980? So let's take a look. So the poll is between this $40 MP33. So we're talking about a 50% price increase from 40 to 60. They're both Gen 3 NVMe's. Let's take a look at the read-write speeds. Ah, crap. And I should tell you ahead of time, read-write speeds, especially the sequential. So 3500. Okay, do they not give the full speeds in here? I know there's got to be some product image that shows both the speeds. So 3500 and 3000. Read-write 3500, 3000. And then this one, what do they got here? This one's 1800, 1500. Whether or not you're gonna notice in your mostly or in your day-to-day uses, I think for the most part, a lot of people aren't gonna notice that. You're not doing direct NVMe to NVMe transfers that often. For boot up speeds, that's not gonna make a difference. Boot up speeds and game load times, not gonna make a difference. I've personally tested that. It's just like when you drag and drop files across drives, that's where I've seen the biggest difference made for this. Worth the $20 to Jason. What are most people saying? Most people are voting for the 980. No, the 980, the one that we are looking at is 3500, 3000 Gen 3. If it was 80 or 90, then wouldn't be worth it. But how about 70? What's your line for it? You just picked up the 980 yesterday? I say that because I'm actually personally using, let me see if I can find mine. So I am personally in my system for my main boot drive because I had a boot drive failure a few months ago. I'm using a 2 terabyte Intel 670p. Right, I think Intel is doing a weird thing right now because I bought mine for $70, but right now you can't even find them. I guess it's because their SSD division got bought up by Solidigm, but I don't think this is the same though because mine has DRAM, this one doesn't. But I'm using the equivalent close to something like this for around this price, and a Samsung 2 terabyte NVMe, that would have cost me, let's just say it was a 970 Evo. That would have been $120. So I paid 70, so I saved $50 on that. It's a similar question because I just did the same thing as the poll except for 2 terabytes and not 1 terabyte. So the savings goes up a little bit because now it's on 2 terabytes instead of 1. So for that vote, I personally would, if I were to recommend like for builds for friends and family and stuff like that, and if we cared about money, which I do care about, like I've used plenty of MP33s. For most use cases, including my own, that's enough. I don't know if I have ever personally bought aside from my first SSD ever back in like 2012, a Samsung SSD. Ever since then, I've gone for other, you could call it more budget-oriented brands, but more value-oriented brands. Yeah, they sold out the business. Yeah, I know, but I'm just surprised that it's that quick that it on Amazon just like it's just not even like all the inventory just went kapoosh already. MSI Spatium. What are we looking at here? $27.99. What can I get? Is that like a 1 terabyte? This one right here, after $10 rebate from Newegg. This was 2 months ago, but it looks like this thing's still going on. Right now, it doesn't look like right now it looks like it's $34.99 after $10 rebate. This is a Gen 4 drive. I mean, let me see. I'm not familiar with this drive, but let's look at the specs. Spatium. So what is this thing? The Spatium M450. The M450 is, so no DRAM, Micron TLC drive, 3600, 3000 speeds. Okay, so this is a slightly above budget drive. So 45 makes sense. The whole rebate thing is such a pain in the butt for something so cheap. F a rebate, says Shauner. Yeah, I mean, I will do a rebate if it is. I just feel like $10 so. It's funny because I'm complaining about it. It's not unsubstantial, or it's not insignificant, right? Because I do care about the $10. Otherwise, I would just pay the 45 and call it a day. But the hassle of going through it for the $10 is what gets me. If it's an online form, I'll do it. But I have not been convinced yet that there are any true online rebates. I remember me and Jason we were talking about this regarding mail-in rebates before, and then I ended up buying like an Asus 6600 XT, and he sounded pretty convinced that it was gonna be a no mail-in rebate, but we still had to mail in something. I have never done a mail-in rebate where you have to do 0 postage, like mail. MSI is the only one who is a true online rebate I've seen so far. Can we say the same about this deal though? Let's take a look at what, here, let me go back to, let me see if the Slick Deals people have talked about this. All right, rebate. Spatium, rebate. No, one rebate. Rebate can be mailed in or submitted electronically. All right, let me see. Do I need to buy this so that I can do my first ever actual online rebate? I do the Cooler Master mail-ins. I mean, anytime I buy something that has a mail-in rebate, I'll do the rebate. I'll complain about it all day, but I'll still do the rebate. Oh, yeah, that's one of the things too. Sometimes there's no true UPC. I've bought from Amazon. I bought the NR200 P, the NR200P. And sometimes the UPCs on it looks weird. Like it's just like the brown cardboard. It's not like a sticker, but it's just like printed onto the box itself. But I've never had a problem doing rebates rather. Okay, Kadir. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff that people want me to pull up. In terms of, yeah, SSDs, the Spatium, this actually, if you don't mind doing rebate, this is kind of this is a really good deal. $35. Even 45 at that base price, I wouldn't say it's a good deal, but it's not a bad deal either. Like, I wouldn't feel guilty paying this price and not doing the rebate for a drive with the specs that this one has. You know what? Oh, crap, I couldn't mute fast enough, sorry. You'll notice not having DRAM cache more than the slower speeds. That's true. Though, actually, poll time. So we're going to end this poll. More people would rather pay 20 bucks, 50% premium for the Samsung than the budget drive. End poll. Okay. So, I'm actually curious if you guys know. Does your current boot drive have DRAM cache? If you don't know, then you can use this spreadsheet right here, and that is going to tell you, or you're going to have to look for it, but if you look through the spreadsheet, it will tell you, you can look up your drive, and it will tell you if you have DRAM or not. Jason says he's convinced that nobody can tell the difference between QLC, DRAM, except on a day-to-day usage. I would agree with that. If I did I want to make this into a video, but it's really hard to do because you have to have two identical systems with identical specs, and then one of them you put a DRAM drive and one that you don't, and you have to toggle between monitors and tell people to do stuff. But yeah, it's only when you run into a situation where you completely saturate the drive that you start noticing slowdowns, and that's mostly for, again, direct transfers, which I don't think people do all too often. Most people care about an SSD when they first get an SSD and their eyes are opened and they've been awakened. It's to the faster boot up speeds and faster game load times. And I've done the tests. There's not that big of a difference, even when you have a DRAM-less drive. When you have an NVMe drive, that is. I think for SATA-based, like M.2 drives, if you don't have DRAM, then it's going to matter more because those have even slower read-write speeds. Johnny C 2.0 says, I told you the deals are so bad on Amazon right now. I mean, I couldn't even get through finding. So instead of sorting by this, like, we know which brands are typically like pretty good value, right? So if we look for, wow, 24 bucks. I don't know if that's the cheapest it's been. Let's see what Amazon says. Are they going to tell me that's the cheapest in 30 days? No, 24 bucks for half a terabyte. That's actually not that bad. How much are their 1 terabytes going for? Like the MP33, 40 bucks. Oh yeah, we saw this earlier. Why is my add-on not on right now? Let me check something real quick. I have, yeah, vetted. Why is it not? And I'm still trying to get to everything that was submitted and everything in chat, but there's just a million things that I'm trying to do right now. I have vetted for Chrome. I have installed. Can I not use the website? Otherwise? No. I have you installed. Why are you not? Allow in incognito mode. There you go. That's why. Okay. Now this should work. Vetted has pretty good price. Here we go. All right, analyzing the prices. The price of the storage has gone up since I bought mine. The MP3 for 2 terabyte I have is currently 77, and I got it for 67 a month ago. Do you think that was so that they could throw sales on it towards the holidays? Or do you think it's I guess we can go to PC Part Picker too if Vetted is not going to do what I want it to do. Where's my pricing insights? Pros, cons, price, brand analysis. Oh no, that's on Newegg. Let me refresh this page. Vetted should pop up here. Except it's, here we go. Typical price $42. So this is, it's currently 40. Here we go. That's where I was looking for. All right. So this drive has gone for as low as $36. So 40 right now is not, let's see, 36. Yeah, what the heck? Prime big day deals only if you're a brand that was pretty expensive to begin with and you can give a slight discount, am I right? I mean, 40 bucks at the end of the day is still, all things considered, you're getting a terabyte SSD. I'm just, right now, it was cheaper a lot of the time. Can I zoom in so you guys can see this better? Look at this. It's not like it was only one time that the price was cheaper. There was a lot of times. Here's where it went from to 35, 49, but it was cheaper than 40 bucks a lot. And then here's 38, here's 36. Danny, did you for some reason pull your 6700 XT and replace it with the 6600 XT? Yeah, I was doing a test to see how low of a graphics card I could use and be content with. I went all the way down to the 6600, but then went back up to the 6600 XT. There was no problems with the 6700 XT, but that was just for me to see like how much of a graphics snob I am, and also to see how, because I use my computer and the graphics card, when I render videos from Premiere Pro, I do it on the graphics card. I do hardware. So I wanted to see like going down to more mid-range. To be honest, I think most people would probably consider the 6600 to 6600 XT more like entry-level mid-range. But I wanted to see if that made a big difference in my workflow, and it actually did not. I still render videos very quickly. Like my last video renders in like maybe 10 minutes, if that. The last video I uploaded, which is like 14 minutes long or something like that. So, yeah. SSD pricing is weird because there's a NAND surplus and now there isn't, so the prices should be going up, unfortunately. So if that's the case, that means if you are a PC builder and flipper, you might need to grab them like right now if you don't want your profits to be affected. Okay, so what do we have? If the price is right, I stick with Samsung's law. So here's Demon Mint with his 980 Pros. How many did you buy? 5 1 terabytes for $270. That's after tax. That's about 50 something dollars. Dang, that's a pretty good price. For $53 a pop earlier this year. Oops. That was back in August. Was that? That wasn't the first Prime Days, was it? Was that just a typical sale? All right, Igor. So I'm going to work backwards for these listings, but okay. Igor asks 12600K, $65 off. So that makes this $280. Yes, Z690. Okay, let me try to do this. And then some. I mean, how much is RAM right now? If prices are going up, what's the speeds on this? I'm just guessing it's 3200. Okay, typical stuff. I mean, you can get Oloy 3200 RAM. Okay, wow. I haven't looked at 16 gigabytes in a while. I've mainly been looking at 32 or more just because of how cheap it is. But 31 bucks, okay. So what are we looking at? So we're looking at about 280 for this bundle. So RAM's about 30 bucks, so it leaves 250 between the processor and the motherboard. You get a Z690 board, so that makes it about a $100 board and a $150 12600 KF. That actually doesn't seem like too bad of a price. Casey Wall says, can I get an invite to Discord? Look in the description of this stream. Why is my light so bright? I'm blinding myself. Look in the description of this stream. You should be able to find the link to the Discord. Okay, yeah, so this deal, I'm thinking, I mean, just looking at the prices for these two. 100 on the motherboard. Wait, no. Yeah, 100 on the motherboard, 150 on the processor, and 30 on the RAM, all brand new. This looks like a pretty good deal. How much are 12600Ks going for, though? KFs. Because you got to use that as the reference point if you were just to buy that. Whoa, wait up. So this is... They have a 60 dot... Whoa. This makes it down to about almost... What, 155? This already brings us down to 155. So if you don't need the whole bundle, how much are Z690s going for? I know it's not the same one. This one has which one's that? ASRock Z690 Pro RS. Z690M, okay. Where's the ASRock one? That one's going for 150. Shipped by Newegg. Sold and shipped by Newegg. No deals on this one, but okay, that is this is a nicer motherboard than the cheapest bottom of the barrel one. So yeah, if you're set on Intel, this bundle deal doesn't look bad at all. Open box LGA, yeah, but that's open box, which I have no problems with open box, but open box and new, unfortunately, are not the same thing. I trust open box because if there's a problem with it, Newegg will RMA it. Let's see what open box motherboards go for. Because if you're okay with open box, what you can do is use the $65 deal on the processor and then individually buy the RAM and the motherboard. So can I open box? All right, let's see how cheap Z690s are. The cheapest one's 84 bucks. It's not that much cheaper. Though you can get... So yeah, it wouldn't make sense to separate the deal because even that same ASRock Z690 one is $95. With the combo, you get everything brand new and it works out to $150, $130 for the RAM. So you could get everything brand new for the same price instead of piecing it together. Intel had cheap DRAM SSDs, and that's what I have, right? So Johnny C 2.0. So the Intel, what was it? Intel 670, which is what I have. They're 660p, 665, and 670. All have DRAM. But since they got bought out by Solidigm, and the Solidigm, what does Solidigm have? Solidigm, why are you not on here? Oh, here they are. So the Solidigm's lineup is P41 Plus, P42 Plus, and P44 Pro. The 41 and 42 Pluses, these two are the ones that are closer to the 660 and 670Ps with regards to price and specs. And they do not have DRAM, unfortunately. So I don't know, because unfortunately this spreadsheet doesn't have prices. I don't know what the new cheapest DRAM SSDs are on the market now. No, like goat. Yo, we got ComTV Lee in the house. What's up, Lee? How you doing? I told you Team Group. I like how you spell Team Group. I'm a big fan of Team Group SSDs. I use them a lot. Lee, how are you doing, man? What time is it? It's 9:15 over there in the East Coast right now. The gang's back, man. We got Pika Wubs, we got Lee. If I remember correctly, Solidigm's DRAM-less SSDs are as fast as most DRAM SSDs. I gotta take a look at all the different tests. With regards to like the synthetic benchmarks, I could probably see that happening. But with regards to real-world use cases and file transfers, and random rewrites, I think that wouldn't be true. But at the same time, I'm not saying that's like a bad thing, right? I think most people, when they're trying to transfer a bunch of random crap from one drive to another, or move files, they don't expect it to finish super fast. When I do that, I usually go take a piss or do something else or do something in the background. So that's why I'm still a big fan of budget SSDs. I don't know. It's hard for me. I have used premium and budget SSDs. I find it hard to pay more for the premium stuff. Like for graphics cards or CPUs, that actually affects, like that could affect like your gameplay performance and things like that. But with an SSD, it's just like time-based. It's like, okay, it's gonna take 2 times as long to transfer files. I was transferring, you know, half a terabyte anyways. I wasn't trying to sit through the whole process and do it right here. Yeah, I know Level 1 Tech, they actually, it was one of the head people at Solidigm. They did like a full video on it. Okay, getting back to the submissions, the only impressive deal that you've seen today, Demon Mitt, is this Walmart. Oh my goodness. This case. All right. I gotta run a poll on this case right here. I have strong feelings about cases like this. What is this case called again? Does it have a name? Does anyone know the name of this case? Because I think the codex is just the name of the, I think the codex is the name of the pre-built, but not the actual case itself. Do they list what this case is here? Case. They don't. Magforge 100R? Man, Jason knows that off the top. Okay. Oh, God, this thing is ugly. Okay. Okay. So what are you guys' thoughts on this as we look at the specs? But I don't, yeah. What about this makes it so ugly to me? I think I'm okay with it not being symmetric. I think I have a preference for like completely flat fronts. I don't like it when they try to put angles and make stuff stick out like this. Like where's the side view? Yeah, this right here is what bugs me the most. Like the fact that it's not just a flat front. It looks like the back might not even be flat according to this thing. This looks like there's a slight angle. Huh. But anyways, what are the specs of this thing for $800 at Walmart? MSI. So I think a lot of people, when they think of buying stuff from Walmart, they get like a bad feeling or bad, 1 second. Sorry about that. But like Walmart doesn't have necessarily a good reputation when it comes to especially buying PC parts. But you have to remember they're now basically just an online marketplace. No different than, say, Amazon or Newegg. Well, maybe a little different than Amazon or Newegg because you have to have a Walmart account. But it's very similar because this looks like, you know, it's being sold directly by MSI. So who cares if it's through Walmart? But for $800, you're getting a 13400F, 4060, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD. And you get a keyboard mouse with it too. Do they give you the full specs of everything else? 650 watt, 80 plus gold. I don't imagine them using anything worse than anything lower than a C tier power supply with this. Just reading this, assuming it's MSI. Let's see. Yeah, I agree with you there. MSI and Asus cases. I don't know what. There's ways to look unique without looking hideous. We got 49% of people saying fugly. Only 12% of the votes so far are saying it actually looks great and they like it. Everyone else is either whatever or ugly. They're the opposite of clean. That's a good way to put it. Mr. Guillotine says, it's not just Amazon. Everyone else is running a sale now to try to keep up with them. And some of them will last most of the week. Yeah, so be on the lookout if you are looking for stuff. Dan, I had to step away when you advised me how to join the Discord. How do I join? Click on the link in the description section of this stream. I put a fresh Discord invite link down there. Yeah, so for this, I mean, doing a quick well, it depends on how much 4060s are going for right now. I think you should be able to build this for a little bit less than $700. So the cheapest 4060, what are we looking at? We're looking at, let's just not use, okay, so it's about $300 if you're not going to use like the, you know, the sale ones or the single fan one. Let's say $300. Oh, maybe not. 300 plus about, let's just say 40 for SSD, 30 for RAM. That's 370 for the case. Let's just say that's 80, 450. Power supply is another 65 something. Okay, yeah. But once you get everything in there, especially since this comes with a mouse and keyboard, this is pretty good. Whoever Star says, I love MSI boards too, but not touching their cases or AIOs. Whatever happened to the keyboard review? I did it. It was at the beginning of the stream. You must have missed it. I unboxed it, checked it out, did some sound tests, found out it was adjustable RGB. Or do you mean whatever happened to the keyboard reviews on my channel? I don't do keyboard reviews anymore just because I just don't find them interesting. And I'm not a keyboard snob. Is it hot swap? How would I be able to know if it was hot swap? I would assume not, without removing it and looking at the PCB. It doesn't. Normally, there's like kind of like holes on the side of the switch that you could pull out, or where you could put a switch puller in there, right? Let me see. I can just go. Maybe you can tell me if it's hot swap. Let's see. Boink. Just from looking at this. Actually, no, wouldn't you still need to see the backside, the PCB to see if it's soldered in? It did not come with a switch puller, so, or it came with a keycap puller, but not a switch puller. I would assume it's not a hot swap, just given the low price point. I mean, that seems like it would be unheard of. Let me get rid of Joy-Cam. Okay. Yeah, so this one's actually a pretty good deal. Man, I think Walmart has like affiliate stuff. I have not even signed up for Walmart affiliates. But all right, we're making our way. I'm going to make my way. Okay, so Jason sent that. So someone sent this in earlier. Facebook Marketplace ad. Wait. What was this now? Great value Ken Sushi. Are you still in the YouTube chat? Oh, this is Steve Kwan? Okay. So someone posted this. Oh, in Everett, Washington. This is like 10 minutes from me. What is this? Giving all 3 monitors with the stand for free. I'm moving away. Don't need it anymore. That's why I'm giving away. They're barely a year old. Work perfectly. I use them for gaming, but they work. Wow. I just missed out on this deal. Oh, well, it's okay. So hopefully someone who actually needs monitors got it. Because I'm set on my monitors. You'd have to come pick them up. All 3 monitors are Scepter and retail for $200 each, so it's obviously a steal. Feel free to hit me up whenever you want to pick them up. If they're not picked up by Thursday, October 12th evening, they'll be unfortunately going to the trash. Bro, you never heard of Goodwill? Or like Value Village? Or like, I don't know, any other thing but the trash? Who is this person? Now I want to stalk their Facebook profile. Send them a DM to give them a lecture. Well, it looks like, let me see this. I'm gonna look on my non-incognito window to see if it shows me the profile of the person. This sounds, I mean, obviously, I don't know how they could scam you because they're not like gonna expect you to come with money or anything, but this just seems crazy good to be true. I mean, I know this isn't impossible because I've run into some crazy charitable people in my time. Just in the PC space, but this is definitely something that seems like it would have gone in the first like hour it was posted. Yeah, I can't see the person's ad, or oh wait, no, I can. I just want to make sure this person seems like a real person. Join Facebook in 2023. I mean, okay, no, I don't want to dox them. But they joined Facebook in 2023, which isn't for sure that they're a scam, but that's a little sus. They do have a $1,500 gaming PC for sale, though. This person who just gave away those monitors, they have this for sale. So they have this thing for sale. This thing seems a little bit more reasonable. Gaming PC for sale. It was bought last year in 2022. Works perfectly, only selling because of moving. So same story. 12900K, 3080, 32 gigs of RAM, Windows 11. Runs most games at 150 FPS. I mean, this seems kind of legit. I just want to view his profile. Every time I try to click on viewing his profile in my other window, it's not opening up. Screw it. He's online. He should be okay with. I'm not going to log in, but this is the profile of the person. I mean, I don't know why their account's only May 2023, but this ad looks fine. If anything, this PC seems too reasonably priced. Most people who post things on Facebook and OfferUp, the fact that it has an i9 in it, regardless of generation, they would have tried to sell this thing for like $3,000. Fab Gamer T says, bro, what's up? I love your content. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. It might be where after you show up, you get put into a pit in the basement and you have to rub lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again. Oh, man. That's actually a good question. So I just saw that, Mr. Geetin, I'm actually not sure. I know the Arc A580 is advertised as like entry-level 1080p gaming card. But I just learned about it the other day. I got to like some Intel, like, you know, press release thingy. I have not looked into the Arc A580 though, but it is pretty reasonably priced. Is it actually released to buy yet? $179. So sub $200. Oh, Gamers Nexus just released a video. Intel Arc goes where NVIDIA won't. Ah, I have not watched this yet, so I need to watch this and get caught up. Because, I mean, regardless of the performance, hearing gaming graphics card under 200 bucks, it gets people's attention. Now, hopefully, it doesn't completely suck, but we'll have to see. I've not looked into it enough. Yeah. Why not put 50 bucks a piece? Instead of free, they would, yeah, true. $50 or just like any amount of money. Anyways. It's a CyberPower pre-built, that's true. But, I mean, you probably know from experience, looking in your local listings, people have tried to resell their old CyberPower, what's it called? What's the other one? CyberPower. iBuyPower and any other pre-builts from Best Buy. They've tried to resell them for a stupid, like, markup. So that alone doesn't make me think like, oh, they're gonna sell it reasonably. But this person, I don't know, they gave away free monitors. Why didn't they just give away the PC for free? Okay, in terms of other stream submissions, so Demon Mitt actually put together a similar 13400F for 206 bucks from Amazon. This should take into account the big Prime Day deals, right? 760, okay. DDR5. Oh wait, do we know? I think it might be the DDR5 that pushes up the price. Oh no, it is DDR5. Okay, I actually didn't see that. I just saw the 16 gigs earlier. So we do have DDR5 memory. We are choosing 4800, which is, I mean, do they seem to say what speeds they choose here? Speeds, I'm not a speed snob, so they don't. So we can assume they're using like kind of slower speeds. That's fine. 1 terabyte drive, 300 for this. The Fantex Eclipse, assuming a $60 case with the mail-in rebate. Tough Power, 64 bucks. And it comes out to 810, so it's almost it's a little bit more, but you could have chosen, like, I'm sure we could have shaved 10 bucks off of this looking at other stuff. But this has mail-in rebates, which I would want to take out. So assume it's 820. Could we have saved 20 bucks here and there on here? Probably. With a little bit of looking, maybe some slight sales here and there. So for 800 bucks, good price versus building your own, and you get keyboard and mouse, of course. You do get locked into this case. And then I don't know what cooler that is. But it seems like, isn't that like a Cooler Master, their saucer looking one? I've never used one of these before, but it looks like it has as much metal as the stock Intel heatsink. So I wouldn't expect it to be much more than that with RGB. It's the $15 Cooler Master one? Okay, yeah. And yeah. Gildardo says, seeing the price of that PC makes me feel scammed of the laptop I bought. What did you buy? And yes, well, actually no. Laptops are going to be more expensive no matter what because of the portability, built-in screen, built-in keyboard. So you can't, it's kind of hard to compare desktops to laptops. If you need a laptop, you need a laptop. Like, Casey Walls posted this. Keter's Micro ATX case. This is a Micro ATX tower, 84 bucks. Okay, let me take a look at this. Okay, this doesn't look any different. I mean, it looks a little different than the one that we got for the DIY PC thing from Newegg. I mean, obviously, the difference is here in this corner, right? And the kind of like cut glass, I guess, because it's not a square panel. But in terms of the design, I mean, we're looking at a very similar interior layout. We're looking at thumb screws through the glass, as always, garbage design. And then breakaway PCIe covers. Yeah, this looks very similar. This is more expensive, though. What was that Newegg one? Did that one go up in price? This thing is $63. So let's take a look at these two side by side. So this one has a slightly wider front tempered glass because this one, or it looks wider anyways. What else? Interior, let's see. Yep, same top mesh filter, same fan support. It might be slightly different volume. Let me look at the feet. The feet look pretty similar too. Yeah, if anything, only this front panel is the only thing that looks different between the two. Well, oh, this one comes with 7 fans? 7, what kind of fans are these? I mean, you might not care. They're Keychron fans. Okay, so this comes with 7 fans for how much more? $20 more. $20 for 7. It says ARGB. I'm trying to see any other details. The C770. I mean, I think obviously the fans bring a ton of value because fans, to get 7 fans in a case, even if you buy the like bargain bin ones, ARGB fans, it's still like anywhere from $17 to $20 something for like a 3-pack, right? Even from Thermalright. So 7 fans in here as opposed to the normal, what, like, how many did this one even come with? This came with 3, so you get 4 more fans for 20 more bucks. That's not the worst deal in the world. The only thing is this case, I just know from looking at it and the price, it has that cheap feeling to it. Kind of like when I reviewed this thing. It just feels cheap. It looks great, feels cheap, and has not the best design practices, in my opinion. I feel like for 84 bucks, you could get enough. You don't, also, I gotta say, not many people need 7 fans in their case. Most people will be fine with 3 fans, to be honest. So I feel like for this price, you're pretty close to way more quality cases, especially when those quality cases go on sale, right? So for this, like I said with the review of the DIY PC one, you have to be really in love or invested in this case design. So that's the dual chamber cube kind of like form factor. But I mean, I think this is a good find. Let's see. This is a big Prime Day deals. I'm trying to look at what it looks like. It's normally listed for $99. I've never heard of Keychron before, or Keychron, but I'm sure this is just, I mean, they're just refabbing the tooling from some other company, like most of these. I bought the new FANTASTECH NV5 for $10 more than that. Yeah, but let me see. Let me pull up the NV5. Where is it listed at? Let's see, Newegg. So right now it's 95. So did you buy it for 95? Because yeah, 10 more bucks from 85. This one doesn't come with any fans though, right? Do they have a SKU that comes with the fans? Yeah, I mean, it's not an apples to apples comparison with the difference in fans as well as difference in just premium quality. There is a market for these types of cases, for sure. There's definitely a market for these cube cases and the more budget cases that's fully RGB'd out. And then there's a market for the more premium stuff like this. Budget cases, I'd probably at least consider the Montech ones. Yeah, Montech is, with regards to like budget brand, Montech is one of my more higher regarded brands. I definitely like them more than the stuff that DIY PC usually puts out. Alright, I don't think there's any more stream submissions. I think I got to most of them, except for this Jawa ad. Phoenix. Oh man. Free shipping? Okay. So, I think we've talked about this in the stream before, but just a reminder. So Jawa is an online PC marketplace. I love them. They've sponsored stuff on the channel before. I will always talk good about them. If you guys didn't know, and we've seen other brands like Gamdius before, as well as others. I don't remember when they got Phoenix as a partner, but you can buy directly from Phoenix. This isn't just some random sketchy dude trying to rip you off. Phoenix, their official company, sells through Jawa now. So this is the case that Casey posted on the Discord server. $60, micro ATX includes 3 ARGB fans pre-installed. I like the form factor of this. I like short stubby cases. I like micro ATX cases. So let's take a look at this thing. This is the Nova Mesh Micro ATX. I like the form factor, though I haven't built in a Phoenix case in so long. I don't know why. I feel like their stuff is just pretty standard, but doesn't really stick out. I definitely don't like the design that they have in the fans here, and that might just be a me thing. Yeah, you see this design? I wish they just had the mesh without this kind of geometric grid thing back here. Ever since they started putting that in their cases, or for the cases that have this thing, I don't like it for some reason. I just prefer just a clean mesh and no additional stuff, especially this kind of fanciness back here. But for the price, I mean, let's see. Okay, magnetic dust filter. Oh, here we go. I do like this having 2 screws on the lip, on the glass attachment a lot better. I think having pop-in pins would be even better than that, but I'm not sure if this has that. This looks like it just slides on. Okay, let's see. So yeah, they have true ARGB fans. That's nice. And it comes with a controller in case you don't have a header that could do that on your motherboard. I mean, I think this is pretty competitive. $60 free shipping. But there's a lot of like Montech Air 100 kind of fills this space. Though I think the Air 100, last I checked, the price kind of went up on that. So if that's the case and you're really trying to squeeze out budget builds, nope, it's not. $60 still. So yeah, this is kind of like a competitor, but man, the Air 100, oh, the fact that they put a hinge in here with a magnetic, with a magnet over here, oh, it makes me love this design so much more. And this has 4 fans instead of 3. So I don't think this looks like a pretty decent case at the price point, but it's got a lot of competition, mainly this thing. I think the only reason I kind of like this one more is because it's closer to a square form factor. The aspect ratio, it's more wide than it is slender, whereas this one is kind of like a more standard shaped PC case. 1 second. Okay. I like that Bitfinex case for the price and no tax. Has Jawa not done tax yet for purchases? I thought that was something that after they reached a certain amount of sales, they had to start doing. But, actually, let me see. I'm going to check out with this thing right now. Taxes. Please select shipping first. I wonder if it depends on where you live. Okay. 1 second. I gotta log in. I think for... So Casey says they use it for flips. So if that's the case, then... I mean, for flips, I think most people care, is it a PC that's running, that doesn't look like complete crap, does it have some RGB, and you're pretty much good to go. Let me see. Oh, so they have a sale on this right now. Normally, Jawa listed for $70. So, let me try to buy this thing now. Yeah, the Welcome 10 user, but if you don't have that, then... What the heck? No, that's not my phone dying. That's this thing dying. It's fine. No shipping to me. Yeah, so, or no tax. So even to a state like Washington that cracked down on tax earlier, there is no tax. So, I mean, that saves you what, $6? $6-ish bucks depending on where you live. I really miss the days of budget cases, straight up, like, the crappy ones being $20. But even right now, you can't even find crappy cases for $20 shipped. But, and then the kind of somewhat questionable decent ones in like the $30 to $40 range. I miss those days. There's not many options like that now. Or unless there's one that I haven't seen. If you guys know of any cases, $40 with free shipping, because I hate it when it's $40 plus shipping and it's $15 shipping. So we're talking about like around $40 to $45 out the door, decent case. That's not distinct from DIY PC. I want something $45 out the door. That's not any of this crap. I don't even think DIY PC sells any of these for that cheap. But, you know, tempered glass, maybe some fans, doesn't even have to be ARGB. Because that's what helps for when you have to build a PC on a steep budget, like $300. Why is someone trying to impersonate Linus? Why is your screen name Linus Sebastian? I know, obviously, and maybe it's not impersonation because it's very clear that you're not Linus. But I don't understand the parody usernames of someone else that's like for sure famous. I want to take a look at Newegg real quick because while Amazon's sorting and it seems like a cluster mess of deals, I want to take a look at their main splash page to see what they're sending to the front. So we've got some wireless headphones for $20 from Roseville. This membrane keyboard for $18. An air fryer. Yo, 5.8 quarts? That's pretty big, isn't it? For $40. Air fryers are awesome, but I think I've accepted the fact that they aren't meant to last. Like, they're not a buy it for life type of thing. I feel like everyone I know is on at least their second, if not third or fourth air fryer. We are personally on our second air fryer, but our first one lasted a long time and we bought it for like 40 bucks, so it was well worth it. But like, I don't know, maybe it's the way the air fryers are designed, or most of it is like cheap crap. But like, most people I know are on like at least their second, if not more, air fryer. They didn't buy a good one to start. I mean, my first one was like some random good price or some sale like this one. This is a Roseville one, which is funny because Roseville makes apparently headphones. Dude, this is all Roseville. Roseville computer cases, headphones, air fryers now. What the heck? Roseville's trying to get into everything. 4 years in running. I think our first air fryer failed at around the 5 or 6 year mark. So, I mean, it lasted long enough, so I'm not complaining. But I'm just thinking, like, is my current air fryer is a dual air fryer from Ninja, from Costco. It was actually pretty expensive, but we decided to pay for the dual feature so we can cook different things at the same time. And we've had that now for almost 2 years, but we'll see how long that one lasts. I need Zuji Rushi to get into the air fryer game, kind of like the rice cookers that last forever. Yeah. Air fried Hot Pockets will change your life. Yeah, basically, the question is, do you want your heated food to be soggy? If so, stick it in the microwave. Do you want it to be crispy? Stick it in the air fryer. And I put, yeah, Hot Pockets is something I put in the air fryer. Pizza rolls, definitely gotta go in the air fryer. And then, you know, Totino's pizzas, how they make them square now? We cut those in half and we put one into each half of the air fryer. Yeah, any frozen pizza snacks goes in the air fryer. But regarding actual PC deals, we got the 7800 XTD with, so for $350, Demon Mint, I saw that you said you bought a 7800 XTD today. Was it this deal or did you get a better deal than $350? We've got Trident, $7. What? Why bother? $7 off? I mean, I'll still put the promo code, but you're gonna give me $7. See, motherboards, some... Was that deal I posted in the stream submissions? Okay, got it. Yeah, so $350. Is this this is gonna be for a client, I'm guessing, or just on hand for the future client who wants a slightly higher end build? 300, yeah, 350. Lowest price in 30 days. Nice. Okay. 13700K is $50 off, so that's $365. Let's see. I mean, so this is what happens when they do these Prime Day deals, these fantastic deals, these Black Friday deals. You're gonna get a lower price, but let's look at $365 on the 13700K. Let's go to PC Part Picker. Let's go to 13700K. What we've said before about these is that it's typically not, oh my god, we have to do a, oh, I don't have to do a gotcha. It's typically not going to be the best, or it's not going to be the lowest price you've seen. Yeah, so even up to a whole 9 days ago, it was already $365. But then back in August, it was also $365. So, oh, I need to show my screen. So this is the price trend for the 13700K, which Newegg, on their big fantastic sale of the year, they give you a $50 promo code off of $415 to bring it to $365. We've seen these prices from them back in July. We've seen it in August. It looks like they went a while without a sale, but even Best Buy had it for $375 when those didn't have the sale. So that's why I don't like waiting for these. These prices occur throughout the year. they'll give good deals on select parts, but on stuff that they know people want and are popular, they know it's going to sell anyways. They're going to bring back the sales they already previously had. Yeah, we had these sales as early as July. And let's see, can I go even, let's go 180 days. Even back in June, they had it for $380 at Best Buy. So if you are using stuff like Slick Deals, you'll find prices for these parts throughout the year. It might not be from the same seller. Like, we're seeing that Best Buy had it for decent prices. But yeah, the price right now, nothing too special. That's why I never get super excited when it comes to these sales that they have. Though I do go in with an open mind, and sometimes you do, like, it's funny, Walmart, from that deal that Demon Mitt posted, had a really good deal, and I don't think they're even, let's go to the Walmart website. Are they even promoting the fact that they are, ooh, gummy bears. Walmart deals, oh my god, they are promoting holiday kickoff, October 9th through 12th, so it's true. All these sites are competing directly with Amazon Prime days. Oh yeah, Payday. Make sure you guys have that installed, right? And you made your accounts. I'm gonna let Casey know. Payday in maybe in the next 10 or something so minutes. So if you guys didn't know, real quick. Oh, is he already in the game? Casey. Go show support, and we're gonna be I'm gonna be over there, so you hear my voice, but it'll be Casey streaming. But we're gonna be playing Payday with Kevin, Jason, and Casey soon. Okay. Discord, would you buy it? I can't buy it. I don't, unless Micro Center sells it online. So all right, I gotta wrap up real soon. Micro Center. I live in Washington State. Are they gonna ship this? Available for in-store pickup only. I can't buy it. 12900K Z690. And I'm guessing it's 6000 CL30 bundle for $400. The other one was $280. My only issue with this is that I personally do not value a 12900, like an i9. I don't think anything that I do could ever see the benefits of spending more on an i9 compared to using just an i7. Like, I'm using a 12700K now. I don't think I would have ever, it wouldn't have ever crossed my mind to have spent more for a 12900K. Like, it's just not worth it to me. But for this, let's see, 32 gigs for 6000, that's about probably like $100. So that makes it 300 for the Z690 and 12900K. And this isn't just the worst motherboard out there, so that makes this about this makes it about 120, so that makes it about $180 12900K. That's a pretty crazy good price. 180 plus 120 plus 100. Yeah, that's $400. So yeah, maybe then I would have considered buying this. That's actually a really good price. Yeah, because this is a DDR5 motherboard too with DDR5 memory. So limit 1 per household, but they don't ship to me. Micro Center never, I don't think they're ever gonna ship, and if they do, it's gonna cost more, not just for the shipping, but like they'll mark their prices up. Kind of like how when you when you do Costco online orders or like grocery store online orders, it costs a little bit more per item than if you were to buy it in store. Yeah, I do know that they ship very few things, but they definitely, I've never seen them ship crazy good deals like this. Get someone in Chicago or wherever to buy it and ship it to you. The thing is, I don't want to just hold a bunch of PC parts on hand. Like, I don't have a direct need for this right now, and I know this is a good deal. And I'm not in the business of buying and flipping PCs. I already have parts on hand I could use to build for people. So if anything, I need to get through that before I just keep on buying more parts. The 180, 120, 100. This will be 440 after tax. But shipping this thing is going to be at least probably around 20 bucks. So 460 at the end of the day. But then do I tip the person for helping me out buying this, right? This is limit 1 per household. So by getting it from me, they can't do it. So I feel like I have to tip them. So that brings up to 500 bucks. That's still a really good price. But then for a person that doesn't need computer parts, it makes it less enticing, I guess. Jason's going to Micro Center. Jason, if you're buying this, buy it for yourself. Yes, James, we're playing Payday 3. So we're playing Payday 3, but I'm going to end the stream and we're going to go over to Casey. Let me see what Casey's saying. Oh God, we're going to do so badly in Payday because I've never played before and I didn't do the tutorial. But I think that's going to make it fun. So please go over, follow Casey, show support, and we're going to start that soon in a bit here. FYI, you can purchase the Micro Center thing multiple times, not in the same order. Oh, that's pretty funny. Huh. It would have made the deal just a bit sweeter if they just gave the Z790 board. I know it's 12th gen and 12th went with 600 series boards, but sometimes they do bundle like the tick with the talk with regards to CPU and motherboard. Okay. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. You're running, yeah, so running Z690 with 13th gen is fine. You can do the BIOS update and stuff like that. But the motherboards, I feel like it's something that they can upgrade without it being a crazy cost increase compared to giving you like a i9 13900K. Asking for that is like, okay, then yeah, it should be a lot more. Oh, crap. I gotta do it in my other window. And then we'll hop in the call with Casey. But, all right. I mean, for the most part, looking through the deals, like, look at this. Their promo codes that they're giving, this is not even more than 10 bucks off of what a normal price is. I think people posting the deals was the best that we were gonna find. None of the stuff on their main page is looking too impressive. Though I'm going to admit, the 12600K, this one was actually not that bad. For 155 for 12600K, KF, I guess. That, if I needed one right now, I would pick it up. 3060s are still going for 250. What is this? Okay. Let's see. We're just gonna hang out for the next 5 or so minutes while I end stream. I can't believe how fast stream went today. I guess we did do a lot of things. We did the microphone sound test a second time. We checked out the keyboard, and then we looked across, for the most part, Amazon and Newegg, but then looked at some of like the Walmart stuff that people and Jawa and Micro Center that was posted on Discord. So I never get too excited. The only way I would get excited, so these companies, at least Newegg anyways, you've probably seen other content creators make videos specific to Newegg Fantastic. I think Mark from Scattervolt did that, but I've never done a sponsored video where I promote these things before. I have done sponsored streams where we look through the deals and stuff like that. But it would be hard for me to make a video because, like I said, these deals aren't that exciting. Looking at them on a stream, I think it's fine. But to dedicate a video slot to it, I don't know, man. These are nothing to write home about. Yeah, and Matt did it. I think Matt did it for the other one. And the thing about it is that those videos don't perform well. They aren't evergreen content. Like, people are only going to watch it, you know, during when it's relevant. Then it becomes just a dead video on your channel. And I don't know anyone who has done a video like that, that does well. Like, let me see. Fantastic deals. So.
Hello.
Oh my goodness, Mark, you're so loud. Well, Mark's video actually did really well. 25K. Why is it so loud? Has his always done well? Let's see. 10 months ago, his did 10K. The one he did 1 day ago was a 25K, which is really good. On Mark's, his did decently. So, I know it would flop on my channel, though, so I don't think I would ever do it. Yeah, but I would get paid at the end of the day, so maybe who cares? Ngredia, of course, with the awesome name. Didn't come across any deals that were interesting. Notice they increased prices so that they can lower it for the sale. Yeah, they kind of do that, don't they? Well, people were talking about that there might be a memory shortage, so RAM and SSD prices might actually be trending upwards, but we'll have to see. Mr. Guillotine's gonna play some Fallen Order tonight. I know it's an older game. You got that, dude. Older games. How old is Fallen Order? It's not even that old, is it? It's 2019. Anything from I feel like 2016 or newer still feels like even though it's 7 years ago, still feels like a very modern game. What's funny is GTA 5, I still feel holds up very well today. That came out on console in 2013 and on PC in 2016, I think. I think GTA 5 still looks great when you max out the settings, considering it's like a huge open world game and stuff. It doesn't look like it's an old game. Casey Walls wants me to look up the Arying i9. Why do you want me to look that up on AliExpress? It's a motherboard with... Oh, man. Why? Last thing we're looking up before I end the stream, and then we go over to Casey's stream. $200. So what is this? Oh, geez, that's so loud. It's a motherboard with an onboard, like, basically a built-in CPU that you cannot remove or replace. For $200. Wait, no, this is the i7. Where's the i9 one? How much is that thing? The i9 version is $633. Why would you want me to look this up? Wait, so this one was the i7. Oh, so I guess they're completely different listings. It's not like Amazon where I could change the SKUs. What the heck? Why would you buy this? Can you get and it's an H? It's only $175 on the app? Okay, for $175, that's actually way more reasonable. I don't know much about this though, but alright, if you look at like you got one PCIe slot, that's it? Let me take a look at this picture. Yeah, you only got 1 x 16 slot, 2 memory slots. Can we stop buying PC components from AliExpress, please? We can't because, I mean, I actually have I bought PC components from AliExpress? I bought the equivalent of what AliExpress sells. But I don't think I've ever directly bought like straight up motherboards and processors. Just like thermal paste and coolers and those cheap graphics cards. Interesting? Exactly. This is interesting, yes. Something that you would personally buy and use your own system? No. Interesting enough for a video? Perhaps. Has Tech Yes City Brian not made a video on this yet? He must have. I feel like he lives for this stuff. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. He did it. He did it in April of this year. He did the $200 one and the i7. If it's $175 for the i9, that's a bit more compelling. But that's it. All right, I got to end stream, guys. Hopefully next week I'm not sick still. Oh my goodness. I did not think all this talking was going to affect my throat this much. But in terms of videos for this weekend, I do not have anything ready for this weekend just because I've been sick and one of the parts I need to go pick up from somebody, I got quarantined. I can't leave the house. So I was going to pick up a graphics card for a build that I was going to do. So just going to be YouTube Shorts content. But yeah, next week's stream should be back to normal. And yeah, maybe we can look at some more cool stuff then. And if people end up buying stuff throughout the rest of the week because there are some more sales, some of these companies are going till tomorrow. Maybe we can talk about it then. But be sure to go over to Twitch if you want to just hang out with me, Casey, Jason, and Jason, and Kevin play. Yeah, so come hang out over there and watch us play Payday 3 and mess up. But other than that, you guys have a great rest of the night, and I will see you in the next video and or stream or short, I guess. See you guys.